Yeah, like half of them. Alright, I bumped it down quite a bit, so if it's still lagging... Alright, let me know if it's...
You have it back up?
Yeah, it's back up.
Does it
working?
look like it's 480 now?
Definitely does.
Alright.
Is it loading? Looks like crap, but I guess it's running.
It doesn't look like crap. I mean, I could go up again, but then nobody's ever gonna be able to watch it. Do you want me to... I could try and balance it out around 720, I don't know. Just let me know.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Really low quality, I don't know. I wasn't having any issues while I was watching it.
Yeah, well, if you guys are watching and there's no lag, that means that lag's coming on their end. Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, just keep going. Everyone seems to be okay with it.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll try and fix it for the next game.
We did miss
TF
TF.
coming out from TF, we have the stun. TF probably gonna go down here though.
Yeah, TF does go
Back in the
down.
wrong target.
TF did go back, and that's his second death now. He picked up a Sheen, but it didn't seem to help him any. Hecarim picked up another kill, and Renekton up top picked up his Brutalizer just to balance it out. Shen got the Giant Spell, which will help against Renekton a lot since the health isn't really affected by the armor shredding. Nasus finally goes back, and he picked up his Spirit Stone, so he's on pretty even terms. We notice one of the reasons people pick Caitlyn is because of the superior farm in lane. And here comes the TF ult. It's just TF ulting a mid lane.
Ulting back to lane. He doesn't want to miss out on all that CS.
But one of the reasons people pick Kate is not because her late game is so strong, but because she can out farm and zone the opponent in her lane. And right now she's just not doing that. She's catching back up a little bit, but she's still behind.
Well, I think half of the problem is the support choice. Honestly, Soraka does not really work well with Caitlyn. Caitlyn is not a champion that really works off of her abilities to do damage like other champions like Varus will do.
Yeah, I'd really like to see a more of a poke comp from Caitlyn's side. But Soraka can feed mana, and the mana lets Caitlyn Q non-stop. Hecarim's going to come down and camp in the bush. There was a ward right here by Dragon, so we'll see if they kept their eyes out. Looked like Nasus is going to come counter gank, so apparently he caught him. But he is standing in a ward also. So the ward coverage is really good right now for both teams.
Yeah, very, very superior ward coverage compared to some of the other games that I've been watching. They're doing a very good job of keeping the enemy jungle warded. They know where that Nasus is. Shen's got great top lane ward coverage. Oh, Varus is going to face check.
Yeah, that's not a good idea as you're the AD carry. He does narrowly miss the trap, though.
Fear coming out on Hecarim.
There's the ult from Hecarim, and Kate's ult is cancelled. So they're not going to get the kill there. They do turn back on Nami. She has to flash away. The ult hits her, and she does not go down. She has 8 HP left. Hecarim's going to chase her under the turret. Nami's just praying that she can get off a heal. Hecarim's going to come back in. She's doing a good job turret dancing to stay away from him. And he's got to go away, because she's just going to heal a bubble.
Fire.
Here he comes back in again. She gets her heal off. Oh, she does not land the bubble, and he's not going to go down to this. It was a good job on his part to dive. I really would have liked to see...
You do have Shen coming in right here from the side.
Now, while that was going on, Purple Team did take Dragon, so that was definitely a worthy trade for Purple to mess around with Hecarim.
Execute here. He might actually get out of this.
Yeah,
he can only afford one more turret shot, but he is out. Renekton could step up to protect him. We'll see. Yeah, he will.
Nasus is hustling. Nasus is not going to catch Hecarim.
TF's ult is up, though. Why TF is not ulting for that kill?
Hecarim did opt to go Ninja Tabby, which I'm not really a big fan of. You want to really abuse his speed. I don't like his choice to turn back in, because if he goes back in to help Renekton, he's going to die. So he just needs to get out and hope Renekton can make it also. Renekton pops his ult. He's pretty much unkillable. Nasus also pops his ult, but he's taking too much turret damage. He does die to the turret. Hecarim times it right and comes back in. Shen is going to go down to this. Hecarim's not going to let him get away. That's a beautiful play by blue team, who now takes the lead
That was
7-5.
That was just a bad misplay, honestly, on the part of purple side there.
Nami has been landing those
Honestly,
bubbles.
bad misplay.
Nami's been doing a great job landing those bubbles and really making herself useful in lane.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Just Caitlyn, you know, she doesn't rely on a lot of damage from her abilities. That's the thing. She's got a lot of utility as AD carry. She's very mobile. She can move around in lane. Soraka is not the best choice. Usually you go somebody, you know, with a little bit more, you know, armor to engage, take a little bit more damage, so Caitlyn can get a lot of damage from far, or somebody with CC, you know. But Soraka is okay as a support, but I just don't like it. The AD carries that don't really rely on a lot of mana-based attack.
Sounds like somebody's fapping in the background.
Could be better.
Is that you, Benner, making that noise?
No, it's your mom.
What? I'm not making any noise.
There's tapping.
I don't hear anything.
It's gone now.
That's weird.
Nami's just putting some words with her pink. Hecarim's about to give TF a blue. It's totally manaless.
Must just be something with my mic. My mic must be just jacked up. Let me try to adjust it again. That's funny.
Nasus is going to start dragging. They definitely don't want to give it up again. Or they definitely want to get it again.
So he's probably going to need a little bit of help here. He could get caught out, but...
Yeah, I don't like the idea that the whole team should respond to this, because Hecarim and TF can't stop all four of them. But here comes the Renekton teleport in on the back ward. And purple team does get the dragon, but Renekton's going to come in. TF ults in with the yellow card up. Oh, he doesn't have the yellow card up.
A lot of damage.
Nami goes down to the Renekton Q. And it looks like he could possibly get a stun off here. Nope. LeBlanc stuns him back.
Splash up. Not enough damage. They're all going to dive, though. I mean, Hecarim can take turrets like a boss.
And he's got his ult up. He uses it right there in Qs, and he gets an instant kill. He just needs to back out now. They've taken a fair trade for Dragon. They could take this bottom turret.
They still got Renekton down there.
And Renekton.
They still got Renekton down there.
Renekton did ult.
Man mode Renekton. He didn't get enough, dude. He did not get enough.
I don't like the idea of them all backing right now. Half the other team's dead. They should definitely take this objective right here in bottom lane.
Yeah, they
did give up the dragon.
You know, even shove mid a little bit harder, because you know Shen is probably going to get a lot of damage down this top turret while they are backing and healing up.
I think it was definitely a mistake for Shen not to ult down into that fight. He didn't really catch up in CS all that much. He was behind. He was only behind like 10.
An ult down onto LeBlanc over there probably could have saved your life and maybe even turned around a kill.
Yeah. Now he's going to take a lot of damage. There's the sliciness I'm talking about, just chewing through that armor. Renekton does have 50% rage. He Qs with it. Heals up a little bit, so. We see some posturing here from the mids, and man, LeBlanc is just all over Twisted Fate, and he's going to go down again to this with an auto attack. And now he is 0-3, so they have shut down the Diamond 3 player. We'll have to see if he can make a comeback in the team phase. Soraka's in a really bad position right now. She should not be out here farming at all. She is the support. I think she knows it. She's going to run back, but she's in trouble. Nami misses the ult. Soraka flashes out of it. She misses the bubble also. And the one Q from Varus takes 50% of her HP. But that's what I'm talking about. Nami's Q is a little predictable. You can see where it's going to land and dodge it. And
yeah, I don't really feel like she's a strong support either. But you know, with the Caitlyn,
oh man,
Soraka,
there is a good Q though. She is doing a great job of leading it. But it is predictable. And my biggest problem with Nami's ult is that you can Indiana Jones away from that shit. You just run away. So.
Definitely true. You see that coming from a mile, and there's just all kinds of time.
Now
he's going to burn a pink ward to clear that bush ward. I don't know. You really think people would pink ward the top bush? You know, shove the CS in the lane, kind of keeps them pinned. Oh, TF all coming down, but the problem is Caitlyn is out of position. They're going to just burn Soraka
LeBlanc's going to TP down here.
See, like what I'm saying, he just can't get in fast enough.
Yeah.
That's
well, and Nami is very, very squishy, so she just goes down so easy, especially when he brings the yellow card up until TP's down. Let's take a look at the gold. The gold earned right now across the board. It looks fairly even. Team Kenya definitely has a slight edge though in the gold because of their Renekton and their Hecarim.
Caitlyn burns Ace in the hole.
Hecarim is
doesn't do enough damage.
Is very scary right now though. He's 5-1. I'd like to see his farm a little higher, but he's keeping up with Nasus, so he's doing a good job. And TF's coming in for this gank. His yellow card comes up, but it's not in time. Shen just walks back behind the turret, and they're going to have to back off. We're just seeing some reposturing right now. Caitlyn does go back and finish her BF sword, so now maybe she'll do a little more damage. An interesting choice. A lot of people have been going Infinity Edge first for
Caitlyn has actually got a
crit
full
damage.
Bloodthirster down. Whereas Varus went with the BF sword and a Zeal instead of finishing
that's perfectly okay for Varus because the way Varus works is that his his blighted quiver stacks marks on people, and so he wants to stack marks extremely fast so that he can break them and get that extra damage. There's the TF stun. Hecarim ults in. He's just in the middle. He's so tanky right now. And he has a Spirit of the Ancient Golem, and they're just gonna melt LeBlanc and Nami. Nasus has to ult to get away, and he might not even make it. He's under his turret, but they're going, and Renekton just walks in, tanks the turret with his ult, and just slice and dices out.
Now, Shen did blow his ult in that engagement, but because the person died, he was not able to teleport into the fight.
Oh,
or he
did not see the Shen ult go down. Not saving any lives today.
A huge shield.
The thing we're seeing here is just superior early game grouping from the blue side. Their team is together all the time. They're pushing through the jungle. They're looking to set up those 5v4, 4v3 situations. And Purple team is just not responding. Shen's still up in the top lane, farming. Not there. Couldn't get his ult down in time to save anybody's life. Get off a taunt, maybe turn that fight around. Varus.
Well, one of the things that is really scary about TF is even though he had a less than desirable laning phase, he still out-farmed LeBlanc, and on top of it, he utilized his ult to pick up 2 kills and 5 assists. So I mean, he's in a really good position right now. He has his Zhonya's and his Sheen. So I'm gonna be looking to see what he decides to build next.
Well, the problem thing is that 5 out of the 8 kills for Team Purple are on LeBlanc. And while LeBlanc does a lot of damage, he does scale off in the late game. Well, you're going to see Hecarim and Renekton both pick up a lot of MR, because that's the only type of damage they have to deal with. There's not enough coming out from Varus. He's completely underfed. Where, meanwhile, you've got a 5-0 Renekton and 5-0 Hecarim. I mean, you're not going to be able to stop them.
As you say that, Hecarim gets
As I say that, he goes down, so maybe I'm jinxing blue side.
Renekton is not going to stop, though. He's going to catch this Shen, and he needs to because Shen got his turret. Shen taunts away, but Renekton's coming with his ult. He's going to get through. He's generating so much rage. He just needs one stun, and he has to turn back. He has to turn away. One thing I wanted to point out, though, is that while LeBlanc has 5 kills, she only has 6,600 gold, so she is behind TF in gold, even though she dominated the lane. And that's one thing really great players can do is make up for the fact that they died a whole bunch. So in comes Renekton with the TP, and he's just gonna take the pressure off the mid turret. Mid turret's really important. It opens up a lot of map control to the enemy team.
The team did get Dragon as well, but I did kind of help them with the lead. We have another TF ult. Problem is, though, he's probably not going to be able to take out LeBlanc. You know, his team is way too far out. Now TF is in a bad situation. He's overextended. He only has half health. Renekton comes in, he's got no health as well. Both of them are probably going to get buried down here.
Nami, let me point out, Nami landed a very, very nice bubble there, catching 2 members. And blue team just went bot and was taking Dragon while this was happening. So they come in. Hecarim is just melting people with his Q. So they can afford to give up those 2 players for the Dragon.
Problem is, Caitlyn is not putting down enough damage.
Caitlyn ults the wrong LeBlanc, and Hecarim gets slowed, so he's not going to be able to finish it off.
As we can see, I mean, that Wither is still super strong. And misses the taunt. That's probably going to cost him here.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Caitlyn nets over the wall, and she has such a long range, she could just walk behind him and shoot.
Hecarim's getting out in front of him. Hecarim goes the wrong direction and burns Ghost.
Yeah, I don't know why he went that far out, but...
The Shen is leading these guys. Oh my god, if he would have dashed over to Wraith, they probably would have lost him there.
There it is.
But blue team just furthering their lead over Team Purple, now with about 4.3k advantage.
They're pinging the top turret. It's super pushed right now. They're gonna stop and take red though. They're not gonna be able to take this turret because Purple's just gonna push the creep away. So
yeah,
I'd like to see.
is gonna clear that with LeBlanc before they get a chance to put any damage down on it.
I'd like to see if they decide to take an early Baron or not once they get a kill or two here. I think they definitely
situation, though.
They definitely have the coordination to do it. Varus is being very risky here, coming into the jungle by himself. If I'm Purple right now,
he's a fan of face checking.
If I'm Purple right now, I do not want to be in that jungle because it is the scariest place on the map. They have two super tanks with Renekton and Hecarim, both of which do a substantial amount of damage, and then they have a great back line and a little bit of sustain with Soraka. Hecarim just dives in, does what he needs to do. There's Vile Corruption down from Varus, and it's going to splash most of the team. In comes the Nami ult. Hecarim still gets a kill, but Shen finishes off Renekton. In comes the TF ult with the yellow card. Down goes Varus. And Purple actually handled that situation very well for how far behind they are right now.
Yeah, Hecarim's getting stuck on the turret here. TF is out of position. He got zoned out by the Shen, but now the Shen is looking for blood.
Hecarim
that Soraka and Caitlyn, but you know that Soraka heal can be clutch late game.
You know, Hecarim did a really great job of zoning that Varus backing out of the fight so that he couldn't do damage that was needed. Purple handled the start of the fight pretty well, I thought, but it just kind of fell off as Hecarim just didn't quite go down.
No. All that Soraka heal came out, so he was able to continue. He pushed Shen out away from everybody, and they're looking to push an inhib here.
Down goes the first inhibitor turret. They will not get the inhibitor, though. They're going to back off. Shen is sitting on enough to buy his boots of his home guard boots, so I'm kind of surprised that he didn't opt to do that to ensure that inhibitor was safe. Renekton just went back and finished his Blade of the Rune King, though, so should be seeing him just shredding that Shen now. Purple is going to have trouble salvaging this game. They're behind almost 7,000 gold, and what they need to do now is they need to keep their lanes pushed and just try and pick people off when they're split up. Make sure that they can test Baron. They might not be able to contest Dragon anymore, but they probably can still contest Baron.
I mean, even though Caitlyn has 4 kills, her CS is about even, you know, a little bit short of Varus, and he is keeping up. He still can put on a lot of pain later in the game. They just have to group better and they have to team fight better. But again, you know, it is a random team put together, so you know, coordination might not be there yet. I was kind of curious if any of these teams have actually practiced together or coming to these matches. I don't really know if anybody takes it seriously or not. Oh, Renekton's getting caught out here. A lot of damage coming down. Nami lands another level. Renekton's going to go down. That's the kind of throws that, you know, you could lose the game. They could possibly try and take a Baron off of this. Renekton is their most fed player. I mean, next to Hecarim, but he's just a tank.
Yeah, Purple's posturing. So this dragon's probably coming up soon.
Here. Caitlyn and Hecarim are in the bottom, and they're going to get caught out by.
Yeah, I agree. And Renekton is dead, and he's a vital part to the composition
he's laying
Kenya.
Down most of the damage on their team.
They're going to try and take this turret. This turret's a good alternative also. But like you said, I would really like to see a Baron.
I honestly thought you would take Baron. I mean, everybody's high enough level; they could have pushed that down with the attack speed on Varus.
This is the momentum they need right here, though. I mean, Hecarim just dove 4 people. Caitlyn and Soraka are bottom lane.
Hecarim is now caught out.
Hecarim still gets a kill.
I mean, he took out Nami.
And in comes Renekton. They're not gonna be able to do this. They can't even 4v1 Hecarim right now. He's just so scary.
I mean, he's 8-0 with 100 CS, 9-2 now.
He's very tanky. He's got his Ancient Golem, he's got his Spirit Visage, and he's got his Sunfire Cape. So, I mean, we're looking at 285 armor, 161 MR, and he's still doing 135 damage. So, things are just kind of normalizing back out. It was a strong push by Purple. They really needed to get that second turret and focus down Hecarim a little better.
Instead of taking that turret, they should have taken Baron. They had a perfect opportunity to take Baron. There was no
Blue
coverage.
Blue is looking to Baron now, and Purple team doesn't even really have great vision on this.
Doesn't have any wards.
Here comes Shen from behind. They know the ult's coming in. Shen runs away. They're not even going to contest the Baron. And this is the nail in the coffin right here. There it is. Shen's going to get caught out right here. Hecarim ults him.
Going to end right now.
And Shen's going to try and run away.
Nami blows the ult. I don't know why Nami would
TF flashes over the wall. Renekton gets the stun. They're just going to chase extremely hard right now. I think they should just pursue that and take out this inhibitor.
Yeah, they need to get that inhibitor down for sure. That'll definitely put a huge...
Well, if they pressure this inhibitor and they take it, they're definitely gonna and they trick Purple into fighting there. They're gonna get enough kills to be able to take the middle turret.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. They get an ace here, the game's over. Hecarim and Renekton are so damn tanky right now that they can take those Nexus turrets no problem. I don't know what Nami is currently out doing. Varus makes it back into base, but this inhibitor is going down.
LeBlanc dives in, she pops back out. She does a little bit of damage.
Fight coming in, Nami?
It's almost insignificant though at this point.
Yeah, but CF is split pushing the mid lane. They're just delaying right now. CF's gonna get that turret. It's like they don't even notice he's there.
Hecarim's caught by the bubble, but it's not gonna do anything. He's just so tanky. They go deep on Shrapnel. They do kill Caitlyn, but there's just so much damage coming down from Hecarim and Renekton still. There's the Varus ult. It catches Soraka and Renekton out there. But look, these guys just aren't dying, and TF is going to come in and just clean this up.
Yeah. Plus, he's got that other...
Hecarim keeps knocking people away, though.
It's over.
There it is.
This game's over.
Yeah, we have
push to win it here.
We have a
25 seconds on most of these teams, most of these guys still.
We have a 4-for-1 trade right there, and Shen's not going to be able to do the damage to kill anybody. There's the Zhonya's out from TF, a little preemptive, but they're just going to take these turrets and end the game.
One Nexus turret has gone down. It's trying to do something in terms of damage, but no, I think the Nexus is out here. Yep, and that's game one. Team Blue. Whichever one they're called.
Yeah, very good game from Kenya right there. Let's go into the post-game lobby. Alright, the stats do not lie. Hecarim was a monster, 10, 2, and 12, and that's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the game, is you definitely have got to ban Hecarim. I mean, he's too good in the jungle, and when you put him in the hands of somebody who's competent, he really takes advantage of it.